Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome.
Yo.
Welcome to episode 11. Wow, we're doing this 11 times now.
Nice.
Not quite 11 months, but 11 times now.
Right.
But yes,
Time
welcome
flies.
to our amazing co-host. We once again have our permanent fixture, Mr. Shocktor. And we now have the newcomer who is now permanent, Tony. Introduce yourselves and tell us what you've been up to this last actually month now. Jeez, it's weird to say that. Go ahead and start us up.
Me?
Okay. Either one of you.
I as far as what I've done, sorry, this past month has been a lot of just maintenance on the settlement in game. If that's what we're referring to as far as what I've done in there, doing in-game stuff. It's been a lot of just making sure the settlement is, maintained, and then we have the upcoming wipe that we'll talk about, and that has made it so that I've further maintained just so that it'll last for the end of the world. Other than that, things have been very good. Tony?
Nice. I haven't done much with the Empire. I've got a few towers that are down. I'm just letting them rot away, but visiting some of the monuments that are being erected. There's one in R2 that's like a pyramid, and R9 has a couple of them. So I just I got a whole bunch of meteorites, and I've just been running around delivering some to people that are building monuments.
That is also something that we will cover later on, because there's more to this whole monument thing that is happening. But yeah, no, I definitely feel you with like letting things decay at this point.
Yeah,
I'm also in that boat where I have done just enough to keep for the rest of this duration of things. But other than that, just kind of trying to tie up loose ends. We'll talk about it coming up, what the wipe entails, and we'll go into a little bit more in depth of what's happening with that in a little bit. But yeah, just making sure everything's kind of done. What I wanted to get done for this is done. Planning for the future, and just making sure I don't regret having stuff wiped right now.
Right.
I guess,
Yeah.
like, so, but yeah, it's, we have a lot to cover. I hope everyone has gotten a snack, done their pee breaks, gone through and walked the dog, because this is gonna be a long episode today. We have a lot to cover, and you'll eventually, I mean, we've had a month, but eventually we will have next month as well, and a lot more to cover then too, because it's going to be
Right.
post-wipe.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
without further ado, though, we do want to get into it. Like we said, we have a lot. How's your road doing, Shock, by the way? I just want to...
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned it on the Vodcast here that I have a road that we built.
Yeah.
The road's doing well. I'm going to take a bunch of screenshots to memorialize it, because it's going away, and I think starting plans on what we'll do for the next one. But yeah, I'll miss that road. I'll miss the road, but it'll live in our memories.
Dude, you are the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. I'll miss the ice part of the second road. That's not as impressive.
Oh.
And the fact that we can't do that until we get ice back. So
that's gonna be a bit.
Snow, rather, when we get the snow. So
that is definitely going to be a while, now that I think about it, because that just happened, and if they keep with the seasonal,
not until December.
Yeah. Actually, before we get into it, Tony, do you have something that you're like Shocktor's Road, where it's like, I really am going to miss this one item? It's not going to be the same even after.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Absolutely not.
No? None?
Yes, my beautiful, long, luscious red locks.
Yeah.
But it will be soon that I'll have it again. I think probably a few days.
like right after? You're really like, this is exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Nah, you know, it has the 1 hour timer for the dungeon, so it can't do that. But it was
Right.
nice when it was 1 minute and I got it overnight,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I
maybe
knew
you
a
can
couple
convince him
people
to
who
do
did
it
that.
again for like an hour.
Yeah,
We'll see.
that's true.
But yeah, as far as I know, I already restarted. I'm not worried. Everything for me, I'm like, I accept the wipe at this point. I had just restarted. I had my own personal wipe already. So I'll be sad to see a lot of like the environments that I'm so used to seeing. So I'll have to like learn how to navigate the house in the dark again.
Yeah.
But speaking of navigating and navigating in the dark, we have something that has been the new update, which now can help people navigate in their own dark when they start the game a lot easier. We have the original patch. This was from January 22nd. This feels so long ago at this point. It's a month ago.
Yes.
Man. So this introduced the quest system. So people no longer have to like wander around in the dark. They can actually get told where to go.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys in?
Yeah, I really.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, yeah, I really like this whole inclusion. I haven't really done the quests necessarily, but I know others who have, and I do. I like its inclusion. It was really nice to see right away when this came out that there was a quest, available. It showed like a little red number, and I was like, oh, well, that's nice. So
Feels
yeah.
good.
have you used it for anything in particular? Like, because I noticed for a little bit, and I know this is wonky, just it starting out, but like a lot of the quests that we have already done have come back.
Right.
But I think come wipe, it's going to be a lot more fluid. You're going to have like the
Yes.
brand new tutorial that's going to be using that quest system. Yeah, have you interacted with it in a way that was different since its invention at this point? Have you used it for like heart quests or anything like that?
Not me. Not yet.
I did the skip quest.
How was that?
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I like that you do prospecting, and it's kind of like a temporary type of prospecting. I guess they're trying to show us what they want to do with it. And when you get to the point of the prospecting, it shows like little blue sparkles. So there's an indicator now, that you're like getting to the final clue. That was cool. And then the boats now, they're like Uber boats. They upgrade. So you know how like you had the different deployables like fishing skiff, cargo skiff,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
I think they're combining them now through the quest system into like some upgraded boat.
Oh, that's good.
I haven't
I think
gotten
it's
there
good.
yet.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, I should
good
definitely
stuff.
try that out.
Yeah, I was a little confused because I saw there was only one boat that I had left, which was the white water skifter clipper, the one that
Yeah,
does
the skiff.
waterfalls.
Right.
And that was the only quest I had left, and I was like, oh, okay. But I was like, it's gonna be over soon anyhow, so I'm like, I'm not gonna worry about doing the quest. But like knowing that, I didn't know that they turned into like Voltron or anything. So that's gonna be cool for the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the quest system right off the bat is gonna be a huge deal going with the tutorial. The three of us know what the old tutorial was kind of like at this point, and
Mhm.
it's gonna be nice to be able to like check box and see what needed to get done with that. But also with that, and speaking of things that got checked boxed, the other big item that got fixed for this was actually down a little bit further in this list, but it was how the travelers offered items showing as red while available.
Yeah. Yeah, that was so nice to finally have that fixed.
Yeah. That was really annoying for a lot of people.
Yes.
And trying to buy things and being like, but I can buy it. Why can't? And no, you could still buy it. It was just miscolored.
Yeah. Yeah, I got used to it. In fact, so when it was fixed, it was suddenly shocking.
Yeah. And I don't know if have fixed. I haven't touched it. I haven't looked at it. I'm gonna wait until after the wipe. But the stalls also had the same problem for a while, where things were showing as like red and stuff like that. So I don't know if that has been fixed or not as well with this. But stuff for
I think
after.
it has.
You think it has? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't interacted with a lot of this since knowing that the wipe was coming. But yeah. Other than that, that was like the real big two things. Is there anything from this update? This was the New Year's cleanup, by the way. So this was the Discord post that had people upvoting. I think it was just all upvoting their bugs and quality of life stuff that they wanted changed that we promoted the last BitCast. So hopefully people had interacted with us, but this update was all bug fixes mainly.
Yeah, and the ancient pots. I had 2 spawn points that were right next to our settlement, my group settlement, and they never had anything. And now with this update, they started to respawn correctly, and that was really, really nice.
Yeah, getting the 2-step.
Yeah, because then I could get even more 2-step on just like just a couple pickups. Just like all of you, right? It just took you a couple pickups.
Just a couple, not 4 hours on the first try.
Yes, exactly.
I think it was 4 for me, and then you said like 2.
3.
Or no,
yeah.
was it? Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So between us, it was 7.
Forever.
Sorry, Ember.
I have reverse. I'm reverse streamer luck. Just saying. I just share it between you guys. Like, I'll take the leftover. It's fine. It is kind of funny though, because later when they did fix the respawn, I got one not trying to get one off the first pot that I touched, and I was like, oh, and so I gave it away to Faye, and I was like, you know what, here's your luck back. Like,
nice. I do have a couple things to say about these patch notes. One of them that I know a lot of people hated was the fact that you would like scroll over the tooltip and the hyperlink would prevent you. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They added a setting now to make the tooltips always interactable off by default, which is great. And then for people like me who love hyperlinking everything they could possibly hyperlink and changing the name to Thunder Fury.
Yes. Did someone say Thunder Fury?
Yeah.
You just hold down shift and then you could see the tooltips. So it doesn't like bug you when you're playing regularly. That was like a no-brainer move.
Yeah, the fact that we had to like change the time on it, I was like, okay, it's an okay fix for it, but it felt weird to like implement. Be like,
it was a band-aid.
Yeah, because I'm like, I like being able to scroll very quickly over things to be like, okay, what item do I have in my inventory? And then it just like you couldn't do that anymore. It was just not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then the one more thing I was going to mention is passengers swimming in the center of the boat for the fisherman's boat. So
I love
they
that
fixed
though.
it. But they fixed it here. And we're going to go through some more patches. Somewhere along the road, it broke again. So now we just still swim in the middle of the boat.
Oh, that's great.
I noticed it this Friday fishing fleet. I was like watching people's legs dangling in the center of the boat while they were sitting there. I was like, okay.
There's some bugs that at this point they should be features. Like being able to Flintstone something.
It's one of the endearing parts of early access. You've got these funny bugs that happen.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I was gonna say one of the other bugs that I noticed actually that got fixed a little bit was the right clicking on enemies not attacking it. I think that also helped a lot of people who liked the hunting and who were doing a lot of like the slaying stuff, because that was a huge problem for some people where like I can't attack this thing anymore. And so this did actually kind of, I try to highlight as much hunting improvements as possible to try and promote more people to do hunting. But yeah, since then I think it's felt better. Tony, have you noticed anything with Slayer, it being a thing?
Well, I noticed today that your auto attack doesn't work at all, and I just don't know which one of these patches broke it. So.
Oh. Well, I mean, for a while there, your headshot didn't work either because it
Yeah,
was.
that's true.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they fixed it at some point.
Yep. And now your auto shot, the auto attacking doesn't. Yep. Eventually, we'll get there, right? That's how that works. Right. Yep. But yeah, this one, like we said, this was mainly all just fixes. The snow piles no longer respawning. The holiday items, they still seem to spawn sometimes. The sunflowers I see everywhere. The pumpkins are still kind of places. So it is what it is at this point. The wipe will most likely take care of most of that.
But hopefully not.
But hopefully not.
I want snow.
Yeah. For a limited time.
Right, yes.
Bring it back just for
yeah,
a
give
limited
it to us
time.
for the first week.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah,
it's a shame because the paving is just so nice from snow.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I love. I really like the ice tiles.
Yeah. And I mean, it's still technically winter, right? For half the world.
Yeah.
Our Australian friends are like, it's summer. What are you talking about?
Right.
But yeah, was there anything else from this New Year's cleanup that people wanted to touch on before we skipped to the next one?
No, those were the main things. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, if people do want to go through and see this, all of this is on the bitcraftonline.com news area, so you can click through here and read for yourself. Here's the top page. So next on the list was actually for this month. We had a lot that happened back to back to back. Normally, if this was any other kind of news segment, we would only really have like 2, maybe 3 patches to go through. We only have 2 to 3 patches to go through, but we have a lot of extra information with the wipe that has come out pretty much back to back. But this was our actual patch notes. This was something that we received February 5th and something that a lot of people were extremely excited about.
Yep.
I have no context for this. Why are people excited about a coconut? Why?
So they could sing the coconut song? I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Did we do?
A lovely bunch of coconuts.
Exactly.
Because I don't know why people were obsessed with coconuts, but apparently it's a thing. And I didn't play during alphas. I only played during demo, and I hadn't heard anything about a coconut at that point. So yeah, people now have coconuts.
Dev's in the chat because it's a coconut.
Because it's a coconut.
Thanks.
There's no.
Just a coconut.
Okay. Well,
it's a cool hat.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a construction hat because it's very hard. You know, it's good.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we're just gonna leave it at that. For those who love the coconut hat, good for you. Yep. Gonna move on. So jackal pets.
I really should do the quest line for the coconut hat. That's something I've failed in doing the quest lines because I was either doing maintenance or gathering snow. So yeah.
What levels you're foraging?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we know what is required for the coconut hat? What is required for the coconut hat?
I do not know.
Should I spoil it? Is it a spoiler? I guess it's not a spoiler.
Is it a spoiler?
You need 60 foraging. I'll leave it at that.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Which I don't have.
Oh, well, I do. So if I
we should get it
I was gonna say, can you trade coconut hats? Is that something like if I can forage it for someone, I can trade it?
You could trade the thing that you need for the coconut.
Oh.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, good to know. But then also puppies. We got doggos, more doggos.
Yeah.
I like the doggos. I did 2 of them so far. I haven't been able to get the 3rd one.
Yeah, you did the regular and the alpha? Nice.
Yeah, I didn't do the king jackal one yet. I don't think I have high enough to interact with it. But but I was able to do the first two. The quest line for it was actually pretty simple. The first one, the hardest part was trying to find the jackal den itself.
Yeah.
And then for the second one, just talk to region chat. They can tell you, hey, here's where this cave is. And then I have no idea what to do with the third one. I think they're adorable. I do like them a lot. What's your
They're
thoughts?
so cute.
Yeah, I like them, and I have someone in my community who calls them pugs because they look a little pug-like. But
Yeah.
they're
You know what?
yeah,
I can
like
see
them.
that.
I haven't tried getting one yet, but it's kind of like one of those things where I was going to wait. But yeah, they look good. The art team always hits it out of the park with these things, so
For real.
I think they're great.
I like. Go ahead, sorry, Tony.
I was gonna say, judging, you want to know something funny? Judging by these pictures, which one would you say is regular, alpha, and king? Like the left one, you would think is regular, right?
Yes, but I know,
It's
I know,
not.
I know which one it is. But yeah, no, the
Yeah.
way that it's labeled is a little misleading.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that the red one would be the alpha, but from what I understand, is it the one with the white?
The white
The
one.
alpha, the white one's the king. The alpha is the one on the left, but I would just assume it'd be like the
Oh.
regular, then the alpha, then the king jackal.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it goes alpha, regular, king.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Not to nitpick. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
when I first saw it, that's what I thought as well. So when I got
Yeah.
the orange
Yeah.
one, I was like, wait, okay, so how do I get the white one?
Exactly.
And I got so excited. I was like, oh, I want the all white one. And then it was like, no. It's like, oh, okay. Later thing, later project.
Mhm.
What do you think about the fact that it was given to us at this time frame?
It was an interesting time frame, but I think it's, since we're, early access and all, people would want to test it and do it, I guess. If that's what you're referring to. But yeah, and it's part of the reason why I haven't quite done it yet, because I was like,
I'll just
it
wait.
just seemed like this is a March project.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with that also is I think it does show the quest system really well. Because you can follow through with doing it via the quest system. And I think this was kind of their way of being like, hey, this is what you can look forward to at like wipe, to be like, hey, you get this step, you get this step. I personally don't like the fact that we can only do one quest at a time. It seems like I miss having all my group of quests on the side that I could like track at the same time. Unless I'm mistaken with that, I think you could only track one at a time via the side.
No, you're right.
Of the window.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think this was for me personally a way to introduce that. Have I tried to attempt to do more? No, I got what I could easily, and then that was it. But it'll be stuff
That's fair.
to work on
Could
later.
I say something real quick about the quest related to what you're talking about?
Of course.
It was when they dropped that patch, it was just like such a nice moment logging in and like looking at my character, and I had to stop and like think for a second, why does my UI look so good right now? What did they change? It was so nice, and then I realized I don't have a quest log on my screen.
Yep.
This is awesome. So I am much like I get it, like having a list of all the quests that you want to see, but I'm like, I don't even have it on now.
Yeah. No, it is kind of nice because that's where I put my inventory. My inventory would always hide it.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of quest lines, and you were talking about this earlier, the obtain skiff and upgrades. So you said you've done the quest for that. Did you find that the quest line actually helped you with that? Was it like it didn't really matter? Was it just nice to see the information? How was it interacting with that?
Surprisingly nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I like that it'll tell you like the entries in your codex, I guess, not in your codex. Is it your codex? Is that what it's called? What is it called? Where you have all your information?
Compendium?
Compendium. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, it was nice to have like all those entries in the compendium, so when you're looking through the quest, it keeps on like linking you to different things, so you could like really piece it all together. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of like reading things. I found a whole bunch of typos throughout, and it was funny. Voxel even pointed one out that was like, I think it's still there. So if you're in game, you could still see it. It's something. It's Spim's quest for the cargo skiff, and it says like, what is it? You need to I gotta find it. You need to upgrade your Spim basically.
You have to upgrade your swim.
instead of like upgrading
So that's
your
where
Spim,
that was
just
coming
upgrade
from.
your
Everyone
Spim.
kept telling me to
Yeah.
upgrade swim. I was like, how do I upgrade swim?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, if we're gonna upgrade Spim, then I'm gonna upgrade him never to try to trade me tarps and timber ever again.
Oh my gosh. That's
I'll take
funny.
it.
That's pretty funny, actually. I didn't understand why
And-
people were telling me to upgrade Spim. Go ahead.
That is funny. And we do have some good information from Voxel in the chat. If you all saw that, just more improvements to the quest system on the way.
Yay. I figured the
Nice.
quest system is going to be a big part of moving forward, especially with the tutorial rework stuff. I do find it interesting because of how sandboxy BitCast, yes, hi, we're Sandbox. No, BitCraft is as a whole. Having a quest system, it tends to like be one or the other. You either have like linear gameplay or theme park MMOs versus having full sandbox, which usually don't have a quest system. And I think having this nice blend of things where
It's true.
still player
Yeah, I like
agency. So, yeah.
Yeah, if you told me sandbox crafting MMO and like quest system, do you want to add this? I'd be like, no, don't add a quest system to that. Those two things don't mix. But it's
Yeah.
interesting how it kind of works in BitCraft.
It does. I think also with the NPCs being a prevalent thing with tasks and stuff like that, and how the skill system works, having the quest system kind of flows into that a bit more. Now, do I see BitCraft ever going into a amusement park MMO? No, I think it will probably end up still staying sandbox, at least. Knock on wood, fingers crossed. That's the hope of the genre.
Yep.
But yeah. So, with that, yes, can't wait to see more being added with the quest system and the organization of it. That's also key.
Same.
Emotes. We got new emotes. And we had the fact that emotes can now be added to an action bar.
It's awesome.
Yes.
So you can add that 2-step that you got like right away and just put it in the action bar, you know.
Yep. I like the fact that we can use the action bar a lot more. We can utilize it for more things than, yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
I hate that we had to wait too long.
Oh, yeah. So the one thing I don't like is the fact that you still have to go through the abilities tab to go through dragging and dropping everything onto the action bar. Because originally that was a little confusing where I'm like in my emote page trying to drag and drop and it wasn't letting me. Every single thing that can interact with the action bar is under the abilities button. So
Right.
it is a little confusing.
I ran into the same thing at first too, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing. But yeah, so more things being added to the action bar. It's now food, it's now deployables, it's emotes, it's your skill abilities, it's prospecting. So we might see more and more that just kind of get added on to being part of that. So you can customize it. I do hope at some point we get more bars than like a set list of like 4. Because I do have one that's like prospecting only, emotes only, deployables only, abilities only. So
Dang. I wish I was that disciplined in setting up all my action bars. I kind of just like drag and drop on the fly. My action bars are so messy. You don't want to see my action bars. I'm like, I got some random food on one side that I've eaten everything of already. The other side has like 2 random emotes and then maybe a couple attacks.
That's funny.
Good job. At some point, we'll teach you manners. That's how that works.
Yeah. Right. Totally.
It's your own system. Just say
Yep.
that. It's my own system of organization. I know where everything is. That's all you have to say.
Yeah, let me just scroll through all 4 different pages. There it is.
I feel like a kid who's trying to clean its room and be like, I know where it is, Mom. And then a half hour later,
Yeah,
Mom, I found
swear.
it.
I swear it was right here. I'm just gonna drag and drop from the abilities menu. Here it is. And then now I have 3 bars with the same emote
thing.
on them. Yeah.
Right.
Good job.
Guilty.
Well done. I guess actually, speaking of well done as well, kudos to the art team for what we're about to talk about, which is the tool models. I do actually have some photos of the examples. If people want to run through that while I go through the photos. But yes.
Ooh.
Photos. We got go ahead and explain what we see on the screen, because I'm going to just be clicking through these.
Me?
No, either
yeah,
one. Whoever wants to explain what we're...
So, yeah, I like, again, our team really, really, really manages to make these things excellent. You know, they do an excellent job just with everything, just with the smallest details in these items, and yeah, all the way up to tier 6 on these. Just fantastic.
Yeah. So what we're looking at is all the rarities from common to mythic, and then it's like different combinations of the tier with the rarity. So like uncommon rare, and then rare tier 4,
Oh, I
legendary
see.
T5, and then mythic
I see.
T6. So
Okay.
I
I
think
don't have that level.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
yeah, but the legendaries and mythics look so nice, man. They look
they
look
do.
so nice.
I was confused by the colors when I first saw these, because I was like, oh, is it going to be the same color? And it's like, no, it's what you're seeing is the legit design. The color is separate. The design and color are going to be like based on whatever color or whatever tier your legendary is. So it was a little confusing at first.
Mitch was saying on his stream that they were super proud of it because it was like in total about like 1,000 art assets, something like that.
It was a lot.
Because of all the combinations of, like, you know, uncommon up to mythic plus the tier. I don't know how to do the math on that,
Right.
but it's a lot.
I mean, well, I mean, as you get to like tier, what is it? Is it 6? Yeah, tier 6, you can have all the way from common up to mythic for that specific tool. So you need to have art assets from common to mythic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, tier 5, you can have common to legendary. And then, of course, everything above tier 7, 8, 9, 10, you have to have everything from common to mythic. So, yeah, that's a lot.
I'm just imagining from like a programming standpoint, it's probably a lot of overhead to try to just put all that into the game. Maybe not the actual art if it's like changing a color of a thing or two when they're a different rarity, but like from adding that into the game, it's probably what took them a long time.
Yeah. And again, when we talk about a lot of what the art department does, it is very different than what development does, different than what people running bugs are doing. Like, different departments are doing a lot of different things. And that's why in the previous patches and updates, people be like, oh, we just got walls. Well, it's easier sometimes to put art into something than it is to completely program something. So the fact that this was something they had been working on this is a lot. It definitely is a lot. And I look forward to actually seeing
more. No, I can't wait to see more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially after the wipe and seeing this from the start, versus I think a lot of people kind of hadn't seen it originally to be like, oh, I can't really tell the difference, but I think we're going to see a lot more of the difference after. But
What do you want to see more, weapons or armor and clothing?
Well, no, I'm going to say the difference in which you can actually see the difference compared to like the kind of like people already being like, oh, well, it changed. Oh, okay. Because it's going to be from the start. You're going to see.
Yeah.
There was one thing that I actually wanted to show, and I had the picture of it, and then I completely lost it in my screenshots, which was the new emote that got shown. So here we have where you can actually show off your items now. This was a new emote that they just put in. There was a couple other ones that I wanted to show off as well. Here we go.
I have the same exact hammer.
We has the fishing rods.
Yeah.
Where you can see the different tiers.
R9 bang.
Yeah.
Love it.
So I think that's like really cool that people can you can just show your item and your tool at this point.
That's a great screenshot.
That is a very good screenshot. But yeah, I want to make sure that was something we had. Oh, that's too much of a preview for a later thing. But yeah, that's brand new as well. And yeah, people can show off their items, which I think is gonna be really neat. Running around, be like, look, I got a legendary, and you can just run around holding it. Actually, I don't think you can actually run around holding it, but you can just stand there and hold it. You can just pose with your
You can
legend.
walk up to someone, pose.
Yeah,
Walk up
and
to another
pose.
person, pose.
Maybe at some point we can actually run around with it. But.
Yeah.
So
I'd
yeah,
run around with the scissors.
have a parade of just people with higher items.
Just running down the street with their shears.
Yes, exactly. Everyone yelling, "No running with scissors!"
That'd be great.
You can't make me do anything.
Yeah, you're not my dad.
Yep. That would be pretty cool though. Be like, my rod is bigger than your rod, and then running around. Sorry, I had to go there.
Yeah.
Let's see that tier 9 rod.
Man, my rod's mythic. But speaking of showing stuff off as well, is this something that has been fixed? Because from what I heard, this was something that we see right here, but isn't actually working in the game yet. And
I have not tested it.
I'll test it. I'm gonna test it.
I was gonna say, because I'm not sure if the wall, this was something that was promoted by Clockwork. Actually, it had like a little video of it where it showed the floors and the walls changing, and I don't want to show the photo, the video itself, because I'm like, I don't know if it's working or not. But hopefully for after the wipe, it is working again. But this was kind of cool because being able to change what the inside of your house looks like, a lot more customization will be coming.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be very cool.
But yeah, I'm excited to see more things that kind of enable players to decorate things the way they want. So something that they can see more, maybe tavern-esque establishments, or using houses for venues like we do for like 14 and stuff like that. And people can just kind of change what they want to see. I know you could tile the inside of your house, and I think I heard something about not being able to tile the inside of the house because of the floors now being changing and the walls and stuff like that. But again, stuff we'll have to see after the wipe. Tony, have you figured?
It works.
Oh, it does work. Yay!
Oh, and it's so nice too.
I'll
Oh, that's
have to check
great.
it out.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. So something to look forward to. If you have it, make sure to go check out. Now, was there anything that you had to do for that, or was it instantly unlocked?
That is a great point because they don't tell you how to find it. And I spent like 45 minutes trying to find it on stream. It's in your vault when you are inside of your house.
Oh.
You get a new tab on it called housing, and that's where they're all available.
Okay. I'll have to check that out tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And they're unlocked by default for now.
Yeah, so right now there are, let me see here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 different but they're in different orders. There's a blue one.
I just realized I was yelling at Tony and then my mic was muted.
Okay, yes. I thought you were working on some stuff with your mic muted.
I was yelling at Tony and then my mic was muted. Tony.
I was filling in the void. I'm sorry.
Show it off. Show off your screen. I need to see your screen.
Okay. I can show it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was yelling at you like, Tony, do this. Then my mic is muted.
Let's see here.
I didn't even think about actually showcasing this, so that's my side on the technical difficulties. And
my house is so ugly, though.
That's fine. You can change it later.
You should see mine. Mine's just barren.
Man. No, mine is so terrible. I have dirty laundry in the corner. There's dishes piled up in the sink. Oh no.
Well, you're dealing with it. Sorry.
Okay, you see me. Okay, good. I didn't know if you guys saw me yet. So
yeah, there you go.
If you press V and you go to housing, you're gonna see you've got all these different options for the walls and floors unlocked by default. So right now I've got these walls equipped and these floors equipped. I'm gonna, let's see. These are nice. You got the wood floors. You've got the cobblestone floors. It's pretty nice.
That's really nice.
You got blue walls. Those are interesting. I bet they'd match a blue floor. That'd be pretty cool, like a weird blue dungeon. Red.
So
walls.
why did you instantly go dungeon, Tony? Why did you instantly?
The cobblestone floors. I don't know. I just love it in the dungeons. It's my second home. That's where that's my first settlement after the wipe. It's going to be the dungeon.
The dungeons, yeah.
Let me see if there's any other walls. Oh yeah, like that's a yellowish, cool. Like a yellowish wall, pink wall, purplish. Yeah, those are all the floors. I like the wood walls probably the best.
Yeah, they look nice.
I'd actually like to see one that isn't like the like slatted, but like more so like a tavern where it has like the wood or like the stone at the bottom and then like wood on top. So it has like the mix of the two. Because that looks like it's just a fence.
Oh my god. You've discovered the body. The real reason I didn't want you to see this.
Oh no.
Quickly, change the camera, quickly.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. Those are the walls.
We now know what Tony hides in his house.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think having more and more of those will actually help in the future. One of the biggest things I'm trying to be an advocate for after the wipe is more roleplay stuff. And so being able to customize houses, being able to actually have more player creativity for how things are actually seen. So like settlements and stuff like that. We do have the walls, we do have the tiles, but looking forward to seeing more just kind of decorations, I guess, or like these bonus add-on stuff that actually makes settlements and environments look different from each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yep. Moving on to titles. So this is actually something that we're going to be covering a couple of times in different places. I think this was the first post that talked about these titles. And then we have like another post later on that covers these titles again. It's the reaching level 100 in professions and skills and world exploration. So there was a little bit of controversy behind this, and thankfully it has been cleared up, and people were told that before the wipe you would only get specific titles. Now it is, you will get the titles regardless. You'll get them up until launch. So you can still go get your level 100 stuff. You can still do your 100 world exploration. They are going to be doing these titles plus extra titles. So if you're worried about trying to get a title, you'll get it. You will get a title. There is also currently another title that is happening, that is actively happening currently, which again is a part of another update. So titles. It is not something that you have to be super worried about anymore. But obviously, if you want them, it is something to go after, because getting level 100 in something is... It's a lot. It's a lot of work. Do either of you have level 100 in something yet?
I don't have level 70 in anything yet, so no.
I was
because of
gonna
my
pursue it.
omniness. Yeah.
Oh,
I like being an omnicrafter.
you
No.
both are omnicrafters, aren't you? Yeah. I haven't.
mean,
I'm not even
I'm
close to 100.
yeah. World exploration to me is the one that is like that will take years, I believe, to do a 100% world exploration, and probably
For
would
you,
require,
or just in general?
I think somebody, well, if someone were really determined, what they could do is they could start at the top of the
I was gonna
map.
say, because someone already has it.
Someone already has the 100% world
Yep,
exploration.
Metronome got it within the first 2 months.
Wow. So they must have done it like, you know how you eat corn on the cob? Just go across,
Yes.
come back, and just keep going. Wow, that's impressive. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess if you're driven,
I
do
think that
it.
was like
All right.
all they did, minus like trying to get a couple upgrades for things. They'd have to make
Okay.
the tea to get through the desert and the snow peaks.
And a boat.
And about one of the things that I had talked to them recently, if they were going to do something different, they said having a mount.
Oh.
So yeah, they have all plans of trying to do this right after wipe too. So yeah,
Wow.
It's gonna be her third time doing it, actually.
third.
She did it in, yeah, she did it in the alpha too.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know about that one, but yeah.
Wow.
Good
That's
job,
impressive.
Metronome. Well deserved of the title. And I think there's one other person that might have World Exploration 100 as well.
Okay.
I think maybe that one I'm not sure of. The one that I know for sure is Metronome. But yeah, nope, 2 months.
Yeah,
2
I
months.
got 8%. You know.
So yeah, I don't have 100 in anything. I have high 70s in something, but other than that, being an omnicrafter, I probably could have gotten 100 in something, because I do have most of my stuff in the 60s. So if I would have focused on just one thing, then I might have gotten it. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I could see fishing being the one that can be reachable.
Well, I think the first one who hit level 100 in anything minus the exploration was someone who did fishing. And fishing seems to be the easiest, especially with ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just sit there. Just
Totally.
fish, get bait, go back, process it, go and catch the things, get rinse, repeat. And that's all you do. Yeah, it wouldn't take...
Yeah.
It would take a long time, mind you, but yeah, that would... that's certainly the most... that would be a major AFK one to do.
Yeah. So apparently there are 4 people who have the 100% exploration. So,
Okay.
yeah. So good luck to them doing it again. So Tony, you're not an omnicrafter. You are an omnicrafter. You have just Slayer.
Well, Tony loves farming.
Yeah, I know. Tony
you know,
absolutely farming,
yeah,
and it's the one thing that
So I
yeah,
mean, he's level 100 farming. So
yeah.
Yeah. I totally am the opposite of an omnicrafter, actually.
Oh, really? What are you specialized
Yeah.
in?
Smithing and mining, and then carpentry and forestry.
Ah, what are
So basically everything that gets you an ingot.
nice.
Yeah.
and what's your levels in that right now?
I got 80, 85 smithing, something like. Wait, I've got
Wow.
85 smithing, 77 mining, and
Hmm.
61 forestry and 59 carpentry.
Oh
I'll
wow.
definitely hit 60 carpentry before the wipe.
Are you sure?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to. It's like half a level left.
Nice.
I have
Yeah.
to do it.
But yeah, no, I do think hitting level 100 for most people is probably going to take the rest of early access. But also having these titles might be more of an incentive. People might actually start specializing a lot more. I will not be on that list most likely. I change my mind way too often.
Yeah.
And speaking of changing minds, the things that have changed. I have a gripe. I have a gripe with this. I have such a major
Oh,
gripe.
I bet I know what it is.
What is my gripe?
You I can guess it?
Yeah, you can guess it.
I bet it's the bulb rolls, isn't it?
Yes. I have a gripe.
Go on.
This is my gripe. My bulb rolls have changed. I was such an advocate for the bulb rolls, and now I have to like.
What were they before?
They were no stats. They just had the health regen and stam regen, and they lasted 1 hour.
Oh, they were the 1 hour ones.
They are the 1 hour food. So we no longer
they're
have
not
1 hour
anymore?
food.
Oh no, I didn't even know that. Yeah, they were great for 1 hour food. However, I gotta say, construction speed.
I know.
To me, I'm like, thank you.
Yep. Yep.
But why can't we have
Excuse
both?
me. Yeah.
So
right. Yes.
we have no
I
longer no 1 hour food. None. And apparently intentionally
realize
we
that.
were not supposed to have 1 hour food to begin with.
Yep.
Sad face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, the fact that, like Shock said, it is now construction speed. So
that caught my eye when this came out. I went, oh, food for construction speed. I didn't realize what we lost.
yeah.
It doesn't say what we lost, it says what we gained. And yeah, if I'd seen we lose that 1 hour food, I'm like, oh, that was so nice. That was so nice to have. That was like a big nice to have.
Yeah.
So
especially if you're not doing anything with it. I didn't care that it had no like extra stats. Mainly because I was using it if I was just out running around, or if I was just ended up on the sea traveling, if I was in my settlement just meandering or doing stuff. Having that like 1 hour food was really nice, that I didn't have to worry about constantly being like, oh, I have to keep up with my food. I have to keep up with my food. Surprisingly, it's a huge difference now. I feel like I'm going through food. Like, it's like mentally I'm going through food faster. Yes, I'm going through food 2 times the speed, but it feels like, oh, didn't I just eat? Oh, didn't I just eat? Didn't I just eat? Versus before, and it's just placebo at that point of like,
yeah.
The difference between a half hour and an hour is kind of crazy, especially when it comes down to BitCraft, because you don't realize 8 hours have passed sometimes in this game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So what for you guys is your bulb roll? What is your thing of this patch?
My bulb roll is the bulb roll. A bulb roll. Wow, I can't speak.
Bulb roll.
Yeah. I other than let me just scroll back up. Yeah, it was honestly the thing that caught my eye was specifically the construction speed, because I'm almost level 60 construction, which honestly I've been sitting at almost level 60 for 2 months now because I haven't done any. But that's that would have been really nice, I have to say, while we were building the road. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned on this
No, I don't think
program.
so.
No, okay.
No.
So yeah, we built this road. But yeah, the construction speed, actually, I think anything that buffs construction,
Yeah.
I think is a great thing. So that, it's really funny that that's the thing that you hate.
I don't hate that it's
You
constructed.
don't hate the construction speed, you hate what they took away, which
I hate
I
what
can
they took
totally
away.
understand,
Yeah.
because I lived off of that hour-long thing for a long time until we had like cooks who regularly made the 30-minute fish and sticks, or fish and bulbs, sorry.
Yeah.
The fish and bulbs thing that was much better. So I had been using that for my crafting speed mainly. So but yeah, no, this is good. Tony, sorry if I talk too much.
No.
I think you guys nailed it. You're good. I have nothing to contribute to that. You nailed it.
Okay. So something also then to note, which is not something I noticed the first time I read this, which was the teleport energy regeneration rate is increased by 100 times. Now, this does have in bold that it's temporary, so I'm assuming this is up until when the wipe happens. A lot of people are making jokes of like infinity / like per minute or per hour and stuff like that. So
right.
I haven't noticed anything refreshing faster, but I also don't teleport that much right now. So maybe it's something that people have actually noticed, is like, oh, I can teleport, which is great because people are wanting to see their friends the one last time in like their settlements and stuff like that, planning to do showcases.
One last time forever. No,
Yeah.
sorry.
Forever and ever. But yeah, so having that increase right now, I didn't realize, but no, it makes sense. I know for a lot of people, just trying to see the world because they hadn't been able to up until this point was a really big deal. So that is nice. The other thing that I think is a quality of life, the claim supply protection threshold is now limited to 100 days. The fact that they're doing the supply protection threshold and tweaking that, I think is nice, because a lot of people, especially right now with like the whole wipe thing, are kind of realizing and like messing with that system a little bit more. And after wipe, I think seeing how it changes will be really big to like the overall progression of the game, because if people are like trying to be like, oh well, I'm gonna lose out on this, they might not want to like feed a settlement as much, or they're going to try and overfeed a settlement. So I'd be interested to see how this plays out, especially to start with coming up. So I personally, like I said, I'm letting a lot of my stuff kind of like do whatever. If it decays, it decays right now. I'm not worried about it. So,
I think I lost like 3 claims so far.
How many did you have to begin with?
I think it was in the double digits.
Oh wow.
Nope.
I mean, I have 4. Well, I'm keeping track of 5. I have started 4.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I get like claims where people are gonna stop playing, and they're like, oh, this is the claim that's going to that is like the teleporter for the dungeon or something, and like I don't know who to leave it with. Let me leave it with you.
Take it over. Yeah.
I got a bunch of those.
Yeah. We're gonna very, 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 very quickly go through what was fixed with this. Going through here, a lot of this I think was left over from the New Year's Eve or the New Year's Day bug fixes. The fishing skiff crashing the game, that was something that I think Ribo had told me about, where if you like hover over and like crashes, minor stuff like that. The other thing that I think it was this update specifically, we can now actually open our cargoes and our deployables from a distance. You don't run up to it anymore, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So stuff like that. So this was seasonal resources, not or are still respawning. So fixing that. The pet animations, this was interesting. I didn't really notice any difference with this, but apparently the pets are no longer animated when their owner isn't animated. So I guess if you're standing around for a while, the pet's not going to do its weird, I don't want to say weird, but like it's not going to do its typical animation, which I didn't notice a difference with that. I don't know if that's something that someone else did. The rest...
Only in super populated places like the events, you started noticing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hotkey icons not showing correctly. Some food recipes being inconsistencies. Bulb rolls being mashed potatoes, but also onions. I don't know if that was also fixed or not. But yeah, so a lot of this was also, like I said, tied over from
but a special shout out to the very last item on the fixed list. There were some things that were really bad that I know some people caught, and it was fixed. And yeah, that was it's one of those things. I'm glad that people reported the exploits and they were fixed. So just want to say it's really good, because there were ways for people to really mess with other people and make their gaming experience very bad. And so having that fixed is really good.
Nice. Okay. Also, according to chat, star bulbs are both like onions and potatoes. That is not an error. Wow, the ground in Starfell is very weird.
Yes. Or maybe over time they've genetically mutated into each other.
Maybe.
Potatoes.
They're nothing alike, though. That's the thing. Like you could take a bite out of an onion. You can't take a bite out of a raw potato.
You could. You may not enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Again, if people want to go over these, feel free. They are on the main website under the news, so you can read through each one of these, or you can just pause the video and read through it as well. There's that too. Premium cosmetic items. These were so fun. These are the handstand and new death and dance. So you get to see what the handstand looks like. Tony loves doing this one in almost every screenshot I see now.
All the time. I even deliver items like that. When people are like, trade me, I stand up and, you've seen my fit recently.
Yep.
I stand up on 2 legs and like, trade me.
Yep. This one also comes with, there's 2 emotes with this, which is the regular handstand and then the fail emote one. So
That's right.
There is a little bit of a trick that you have to do with this. You have to unpack it. So once you do buy it, you have to unpack it as well. So then there's the dance emote, the new dance, which is hilarious because I'm like, the 2-step is very slow and this one is very fast. So maybe at some point we will get an in-between dance. that isn't both. And then dramatic death.
The animators did a really good job on that.
But yeah. So those were some ones that you can get from the premium items. And yeah, supply changes. And this was the very beginning of the month, which was a pretty jam-packed patch. And then we get into the real nitty-gritty of what's happening with this wipe.
Then the meteor was spotted.
I'm going to give this over to you guys to talk about the Empire overhaul.
Oh, really?
Have fun. Because Tony said he's not going to be doing too much settlement stuff this upcoming, right? You're focusing on an Empire, and that's what I heard on your streams multiple times now. You're looking at doing Empire stuff, so take it away.
I think so. Let me get the patch notes in front of my face too. Hold up. Here we are. I had them here.
So wait, does
Empire
this mean
overall.
Chalk is also going to be a warmonger again?
I might just assign one of my community members to keep him interested,
Oh, okay.
and assign him as a war chief. And no, what I'll probably I don't know about being a warmonger, but I definitely want to continue the Squirrel Kingdom
Nice.
and just go from there and see what we're able to do, because we're a small empire. We're not very large, so we can't really keep up with a lot of the larger groups of people.
Yeah, I don't have a whole bunch of people either, like an enormous amount of people either. It's probably just 6, 7, 8 of us. I
Yeah.
think in total. Plus whoever else wants to participate. I've gotten like a bunch of messages from a bunch of different people that generally want to play together, but it seems like a lot of people are thinking different things about what can happen with empires and what it's going to look like. Because a lot of the information that we have right now here in this blog post is talking about like some cool things that are coming to empires, but it doesn't really lay out the groundwork for like how the rest of the game is going to change around it. So there's a lot of speculation. Some people are like, I'm going straight for tier whatever. And other people are like, I'm not making a settlement at all. And I'm talking to like all those people. Like everybody's feeling pretty different about this whole thing.
Right.
Should I read these or
I would
how
say
should I go about
summarize
this?
what you were gonna do. If you just truly want to read through them, that's up to you. But yeah, I was just gonna.
Okay.
You're the one who has stated multiple times that they want to do this, so I'm trying to give you the floor on this topic.
I gotcha. So yeah, empires are going to be a competitive system. They're still probably going to be super competitive. I think with this, what they're stating, which is really interesting in the bullet points, is that empires they acknowledge these problems with empires, right? That they have a confusing identity between being a paid cosmetic and an end game gameplay system. I think one of the number one questions I would always get, and I would always see people posting in region chat, is like, what are hexite shards and what are these empires? And like, when people respond to that, it was almost always they're pointless. It's an ego war. Don't do it. And then people are confused, like, oh, so you're paying premium currency for something that really doesn't even matter. There was a lot of confusion around it. So I think them eliminating some kind of paid currency from the equation is a really good step in making it a core gameplay mechanic.
I think also a lot of people with the drama behind the potential of it being like pay to win, this is going to help like negate a lot of that as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will still have, and I wouldn't say a problem. It's just an advantage by the big groups, the big empires. Pretty much the small empires will survive at the pleasure of the large empires. Like, because if you've got a lot of people, let's say, your empire has 50 active people. What is rewarded with this new system is having 50 active people who are getting hexite energy, who are getting supplies, and keep on putting stuff in the towers, but also taking other people's towers who are smaller. So it's I love the fact that money has been taken out of it, and now it's based on your time. So you are rewarded for having a large community, a large group of people working together. So in a lot of ways, it's great, because then you won't have those single entities who have a good bit of money to, credit an endless credit card to throw in and buy a whole bunch of. I'm sure, Clockwork loves those people, but
Oh, of course. Yeah.
but it's bad for the overall health of the game when you have one person who can just keep throwing in those things, and they get
Yep.
they have supplies built up over time, and they're just like, oh, I'm just gonna keep pestering people with towers. Whereas this is, you need to play the game.
Yeah.
You got to get that hexite energy. And
Yeah.
I really do. I love that part. That is like my favorite part of the whole thing, that it is a gameplay based thing rather than how big is your wallet.
Yeah. Exactly. empires being very monotonous to maintain. Let's be real. Like the tower system, the second they mentioned in this blog post the idea that towers are going to be fixed locations, and then they talked about
That
kind of
yes.
like this monotony to maintaining the towers. I was like, you guys actually really understand some of the frustrations that we have about empires, because this is true. I hate it. I hate, dude, how many freaking towers have I supplied by myself in the tundra? And the few times that people are like, Tony, you're doing that all by yourself, I'll help you out, I never get people to help me out again. They do it once and they're like, wow, that sucked.
I made an entire road in 2 weeks trying to get through the stony garden to supply the towers that I was receiving. I hadn't even had the towers yet, but I knew it was going to be a pain to get to those towers unless I did something about it ahead of time. And now that I'm like, oh God, why did I
I'm not sure I mentioned before, but I built a road through the stony garden.
Yeah,
but I had
And
25 towers.
it did double as there are a couple towers. I'm sure the people who supply those towers appreciated our road, because there are a couple towers that are branches off of our road. So, and I say I built a road. Prostius, I haven't given a proper shout out, because when it comes to roads and stuff, Prostius, I would say 70% of that road was him.
Oh,
if not more.
nice.
So
I had no idea.
Got to give a shout out, because I mean, he started it and he did a lot of the stuff, the lion's share, let's say. So, but yeah, back to what Ember was saying. Yeah,
Talking about your road again, Shock.
Yeah, sorry, I keep it. I hope you all realize it's a joke. I'm not, I'm just running through it, but
but after wipe, then you have to find a whole new road to talk about.
I know. It's gonna be, but that's gonna be project number 1. But the what you were saying about the towers, I hope the towers are easier to reach, the ones they pre-place, and hopefully it's not going to be too complicated. But I love that fact that they're going to be there.
And also, this is part of the post as well, is the towers are going to be placed that it covers a wider area as well. And it's going to be based on like geography versus like the grid, apparently, as I think is what one of the things we're saying is where did it go? Balancing changes, placement and coverage. Additionally, no gaps or overlapping areas in the Empire map. Coverage will exist, and then
I will not be able to paint the map red anymore like I did. That was great.
They will still, the area they cover will still be a set chunk, but will no longer be a large square of 5 by 5. Instead, it will extend more organically based on distance. That was what. So, yeah, I'm very hopeful. Because there was a lot of people talking about how the tower, just placement of towers was hyper toxic, and how people could put like 5 towers or like cause issues with like putting other things in conflict because of where towers were located. Like, so,
and on the subject of roads, and I'm not making another road joke, but on the subject of roads, and this was just brought up in chat, and it's something I've been thinking about when playing, other games. You see, when you build things in those games, you see on the mini map or the map, it reflects those things. And that would be kind of a wish list item that, when you build a road, it would appear on the main, because I mean, you can always go to BitGita or whatever the map thing is and have it show you where all the roads are. But when in game, it would be nice to have it show a road network.
I think this is something that can be neither confirmed or denied, having been talked about.
Oh, okay. I actually have not seen.
Okay.
I'm totally serious. I've not seen anything. That would be a wish list item of mine, and I've discussed this for a very long time, but I know it's been talked about in the chat just now. So, yeah, I do not know anything other than what I just mentioned. So, but that would be a major wish list item that that the map updates based on what's built and stuff like that.
Hexite energy. It's better than hexite crystals. Apparently there's going to be two ways to collect it. One way is going to be from claiming a tower, and the tower is going to lock down the resource. There's going to be wonders scattered throughout the different biomes and the different the different regions, and each tower is going to encompass some kind of area that maybe these wonders are inside of. And then these wonders, if you're a noble of the empire, you're going to be able to collect from these wonders. It talks about a cooldown, like a cycle. I think it's like ranging from a few days to like a week is what it says somewhere. What I would say that is unclear is if this hexite goes directly to your foundry, this hex energy, or if it becomes an item, and that is also tradable. Because I will say what is clear is the fact that they're also making it accessible for the quote unquote underdog empires or new players through a prospecting system. So you're going to be able to prospect for this resource. And when they do talk about it, it sounds like something that people could do like pro bono or like for hire for an empire if they want to. Sounds like you could trade it too. I'm not sure if harvesting the resource from the wonder is going to be tradable. Doesn't say anything about that. So looks like all the kinds of players should be able to get hexite energy.
Yeah. Again, rewarding gameplay, your gameplay, your game time. I love that.
I think having it as both, where people who are going to be playing solo have the opportunity, where if it was just you got this from claiming land, it's going to be like the whole like richer get richer and situation, because the more that they can take over, the more that they're going to have and the more that they can keep. But the fact that someone who just wants to have their own little settlement can just be like, oh, I'm going to spend all this time prospecting and get these resources, it enables both sides of that gameplay, which I think is very much required.
Yeah. I'd like to probably say something on that subject as well. I wish it was more cooperative and less competitive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the more we think about it, the more it sounds like bigger empires that have more towers will get more resources and be more rich. And that makes me think that they're going to be fighting for towers. And I guess,
right,
you know, it's pretty obvious at this point that the devs want conflict.
And
empires.
they will be rich in resources that are empire specific. It's not like they're going to be rich in tier 6 ores,
maybe,
right? I mean, because that would kind of change the game a little too much, like you said, with co-op and everything.
Right.
Having empire wars over settlement resources could affect the happiness of the players who really don't want PvP or conflict. But you also want to keep, because there is a subset of people who do like that form of PvP.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a very tricky balance. But if you can have an empire taking over land, and the more land you take, you can get these resources that are empire specific for helping your empire, then we could see huge empire wars. And again, that's just so your map looks, you get your name on map basically. And that can be a subset of the game, as long as it doesn't take away from the people who are PvE kind of just chill. I want to fish all day, or farm like you, Tony, and do that. And I'm joking. I know you hate farming.
No, what? The illusion is broken now.
I know. So, but that's at least my take. I don't, from the specifics of what's written in the blog, it sounds like the resources are empire specific.
So the other thing I'm going to note with that is specifically it says empire noble. Any empire noble of the empire whose territory covers that resource. So you have to be a noble within that empire to get that resource. So if you
Oh,
have
that's right.
people that are potentially selling these resources or trading these resources, I don't know if it has been said how much of this is actually tradable or not, but based on the fact that this says like Empire Noble, I could see, and then as far as I can tell, you take this resource and you turn it into a capsule. So capsules are still going to be a thing.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering if people can still trade capsules. If that's still going to be a thing, it's just not going to be premium currency anymore. It's just going to be like, oh, capsules are still something that like, oh, I'll like to buy capsules for like 2000 X coins and stuff like that. So you could have an empire who is like wide and like has all this area covered, but is just selling their capsules off to make money. Like this does allow for multiple gameplay options. And then you could have one person who has this tiny little empire that's very well fortified with how many capsules they have. So I guess
I want to say if they made like empires that are not of like if they made two different empires have the same benefit for having one tower than like sharing the towers, then you wouldn't have competition of whether your empire has 3 towers versus like me and this neighboring empire both have towers, but we're allied somehow. So now we're both getting the same benefits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you could ally yourself with a neighboring empire and still get the same benefits as linking up the towers as a large empire, then you would be more inclined to, smaller empires would be more inclined to work together
I agree.
to fight the bigger empires even. And now you're giving an
Right.
incentive to cooperate rather than
Mhm.
compete.
But it might not even need to be that they're linked. It could just be that they're trading. It could be like how it is now where people like have their own little alliances happening and they just trade capsules. So
That's true.
you could still have like the current system, but at this point you just have like auto placed towers instead of having the conflict zones. I think that's the biggest thing that I'm going to look forward to with it being auto placed is hopefully there's no like, oh, you've entered a conflict zone, because that feels so bad to have just gotten a tower or something and then being like, oh, well, half of it's in conflict. You can't use it. Like,
Mhm.
and then you're,
yes.
yeah. So I think that's going to be one of the biggest things that's going to change is also then maybe people can get more access to their crowns than too, like for the people who are trying to hit that 100 mark for land to get a crown, because we also don't know how this is going to affect crowns, because I know for a lot of people crowns are important. I always turn my crown off most of the time unless I forget, but
I again like it as a selector for my character as I'm running around. That's like
that's true too. You can find yourself in the crowd.
it's just a highlighter. That's what I like about it.
Oh,
When people jump in the stream, they're like, "Oh yeah, there you are. You've got a circle over your
yeah.
head."
But I know people got upset for being like, oh, well, I thought I had like this tier crown, and then their tower's in conflict, and then they like lose part of their crown. Like, so hopefully stuff like that is something that they've probably thought ahead of and being like, okay, there's no more conflict lands. But yeah, we'll have to see.
I hope the stage 1 crown isn't broken anymore. I hope it's
That felt bad
more
for a
of a
lot of
complete.
people.
I liked the complete bronze. That was fine. Just but the broken one, I wasn't a big fan of.
Yeah.
It makes people feel bad.
Yeah.
Do you guys
I
remember?
liked the complete circle.
Do you remember the brief time where you could select which crown you had?
Yeah.
But some people liked the broken crown. I liked the complete circle.
Well, if I was in a group and my crown was really shiny and they had broken crowns, I always put the broken crown on. Not to impose.
That's nice.
But yeah, I think the Empire system, the more and more discussed about it is going to be like you're going to have to focus your gameplay probably a bit more on being able to run an empire, just because of how much you're going to have to worry about with these resources potentially.
Right.
Because it says in set amount of time on the order of a few days to a week. So you might have to have someone who's constantly prospecting. And if you're a small group and you only have 5 people, getting those resources are probably going to be a more of a full-time job versus are we tearing up or are we getting Empire resources? So
Right. Yeah, and I would personally, I'm more in line with the tier up the settlement over worrying too much about the Empire.
Yeah.
So, but that's where you can assign people. That's where this game is great with, trying to get a group of people who may have differing objectives, and you can find that person who just wants war and be like, hey, this will help out our war effort if you go and do this. But, but then I don't necessarily want to go to war.
yeah.
So I just want, maybe one tower. I would be happy with a single tower. Just give me my little corner of the world, and I'll pay what is it, a tithe,
Yeah.
to a larger empire. Keep
There
me
you
in
go.
the game.
Yep.
I mean, I gotta say, if Hexite energy is only for empires, I'm probably gonna have to adjust my whole strategy. I'm
Oh.
hoping it's used for other stuff. Yeah.
No, I don't, because according to this, the energy, the Hexite energy was only for creating the capsules and running the
Mhm.
towers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
Yeah, but maybe empires will have more uses then, so there'll be more of a reason to be in an empire rather than
oh
just
yeah, I was gonna say, I
cosmetics.
think they were saying according to this, it was still gonna be kept as just cosmetic. The entire without spending any additional. Excited to bring these changes.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
way I understood it is like maybe not.
Okay, so
Correct.
with this change, it also allows us to expand empires from being purely cosmetic to being more connected with the other scale in terms of gameplay impact. So that's where I'm seeing you talk about it.
Yep. This is my suspicion.
Yeah. So interesting.
It's what gets me excited, because I feel like it's just another level of organization of a settlement. It's what they're imagining it.
Well, again, information we don't have yet.
If you think about it, like a lot of the people who were really big into empires, especially in Region 1, all those people left. The people who are really like into taking land and, continuing to build up, get their name on the map in a huge way, like Purgatory was in Region 1. Those people burned out.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering if maybe it allows people to play the game. So gameplay elements to keep them interested in continuing. And like Tony, like you said, there could be more things having to do with it.
That's the only way to keep it interesting, to be honest.
I was gonna say, but the only downside with that is if it becomes more than. So there might be a conflict with it, depending on how far it goes. Like if not everyone can have an empire. Well, I guess technically it depends. Like because right now, if you have a settlement, you can make it capital, so that means you still have an empire, but you're not. Everything's been based on how much land you have currently, and so if you don't have all that much land, then it's like you don't get. So it depends on how they're going to balance this. That not every single person is going to have an empire, and how are you going to like make that be a thing that can actually like last for saying having 50,000 players on a server or having only 100 players on a server? Like how is that going to balance based on like the fluctuation of player numbers? So that'll be something we have to look at in the future.
Yeah.
So then speaking of balances, less foundries are a good thing. The fact that also the foundries, when you had to make them, you didn't get the resources back from. It was essentially you threw down 1,000 shards for it. You put down the foundry, and if you pulled the foundry back up, you lost that 100 shards or 1,000 shards.
Yep.
I'm hoping they change something with that so that it's not such a like lack of resources, but with it being a PvE resource at this point instead of a premium resource, it might not feel as bad for that to happen. But yeah, the fact that the capsules will now craft faster, less foundries will be needed, which is good because you'd have capital cities that wasted, quote unquote, a lot of their land putting up foundries when they could have been used for more production, more housing, more other things. But you're like, I have to have like 20 foundries to keep up with how many capsules I need. So I think that's a really good change.
Yep. I mean, I knew empires that were producing capsules every minute, but they had a lot of foundries, like, and almost all of their land was taken up by foundries. It's all they did, supply, and that was specific to Purgatory. So
20 foundries, that's like what, $60?
Yeah. I for a while there was running 10 foundries, and it was just because I wanted to get a fast I wanted my fast supply up front, and then I would like not, supply as much in the future. But I was like, oh, I need 200 capsules like right now. How can I do that? Oh, I'm gonna have to put down more foundries to get that like front loaded. And then I'm like, oh, well, I just wasted 1,000 per, because now I don't need 10 foundries. Like,
Yep.
I only ever put down one foundry because I only have 2 towers, and so I never really had a need necessarily to.
There's a joke there somewhere.
To do, yeah. There is.
R9 was so peaceful. I had 2 foundries and 25 towers, and I have never had any conflict. Until now.
But our fellowship had 2 towers, and then when we lost them, we got them back, and then it was like return. We had the Return of the King.
There you go.
Right.
Yay, he got my reference.
Yes.
But also with that, what you were talking about earlier, when you were saying the coverage of towers, because the coverage, watchtowers will now have larger coverage to reduce the amount of watchtowers needed to be supplied. I'm curious how this is going to work with ranks, or if ranks are still going to be based or tied to how much land you have. I did not like that, because you'd have groups that had like 30 people, multiple people who wanted titles, but you could only get like a small chunk of land. And it felt bad when you were like, oh, these people that have like only 12 players have like hundreds of chunks of land, and like they have all these ranks, and you're like, how is this fair? How is this balanced? Like, especially with being like content creators, I'm like, okay, well, I at least want like 3 levels, because I want to be able to do like my moderators, my viewers, the people who subscribe. But then I have to like strive to get more towers, and I'm like, I'm sorry, not everyone's gonna get like the title that they deserve. Which felt bad to me, where I was like, I had to try and get more towers and negotiate for that, but I was like, it felt so bad to me, where I'm like, I don't really want to do that, but I have to, because I have a community. Like,
I have an idea of how it could probably be better.
Ooh.
I think now, like, if instead of your crown being based on how much area you cover, it was like your empire had a skill tree also, and the energy that you get, you could level it up. So if you're a small empire that takes a while, maybe eventually you get there through working together.
That'd be cool.
It would encourage cooperative play rather than this pitting empires up against each other, which is kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because that feels bad when you have like a group that has 10 people who have 1,000 pieces of land, and you have a group that only has like 2 pieces of land but have 50 people. Like,
exactly,
it was such an imbalance to the system. But we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
The supply cost of creating capsules is being reduced. I think that's fantastic. The fact that it took so much supplies to make a capsule. You were like, okay. Also, the fact that there was almost that bug where if you accidentally clicked do all, it would take your settlement down to like 1 minute worth of time.
Yeah, I did that one time.
Yeah.
One time. It's not good. Doesn't feel good either.
No. So I think it maybe being part of its own system and not taking away from the settlement supplies will probably be good, where you could actually put supplies into this bubble versus taking it out of your settlement or out of your empire capital. Just lessens the risk of someone clicking something that they're not supposed to. But yeah, because that did feel bad, where I'm like, hey guys, we're making capsules. Can you try and supply the foundries? And people are like, but aren't we supplying the fact that we want our town to exist? And it's like,
Right.
sorry, but
Right.
I can't help it. Like, we need to make capsules.
The way I see it is just it was part of the way that you gate this resource from being strictly available from using a real currency. It was, you do a little bit of settlement stuff in game, and then you do a little bit of paid premium, and then you can expand in empires. So that's how they convert it to an in-game feature.
The only thing with that
Now,
is
hopefully, no, I was just going to say now, hopefully you don't need to have the settlement supply something maybe one day,
well, you'll still need the settlement supplies. It's just a reduced cost. But I think the big thing with that is now with is it Roomba that you can buy supplies for like 10,000 coins, you get 7,000. So it was just a very bad perpetual cycle, because people would sell capsules, get the supplies, and then like it just so
Exactly.
and then watchtower placement and coverage. We kind of gone over this a couple of times now, with having them in dedicated places, and then people don't have to troll others by putting towers down the wrong place, or suddenly you're like, oh shoot, I put this down and now I'm horrible for. And well, but that was back before you could actually destroy them, because if you misplaced a tower before and you couldn't destroy it, you were stuck with having that tower in a very inappropriate location. So yeah, anything else from this, Tony? Did you have any other notes?
I think we're good. I think we went over it. Anybody else?
Shock, did you have anything more to say about empires?
Not anything additional.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the direction. I have to say, I do like the direction.
I think them recognizing, I think the big part is them recognizing the drama that had come from empires being a premium currency item has been huge, and more people are probably going to start either coming back based on empire drama, or they're going to like kind of realize that they can use their shards for something else. It's no longer pay to win. I think the drama behind it is going to kind of quell a little bit. Obviously, there's always going to be drama, because there's always people trying to start fights with empires, but no longer having to throw a wallet at it will be a good thing. People can throw their wallet at cosmetics and awesome things.
Yes, the right place to throw
There
it.
you go.
Yep. Okay, so after that, we have what is next for BitCraft. So this is actually going to be talking about the wipe that is coming up and what is happening with it. All of the nitty-gritty details. Some of this is going to be out of order, not or out of some of it is irrelevant now. Based on the fact that there was a poll that got taken. The poll is now down. There are some things that are referenced to in this that have been changed. So if you're just reading this site, keep that in mind. That's why we're here, to explain stuff that is more nuanced and has changed. So, upcoming wipe. Who's excited? I'm excited.
Hell yeah. I'm super excited. That's good.
I'm actually excited for it as well.
I'm like,
especially after the resolution to all of the stuff. I like the I really like the resolution they came up with.
yeah.
It was a good recovery after the fumble.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. The community was under a little bit of turmoil for a bit. And
there was a lot of stress. There was a lot of stress.
And now it's gone in a good direction. Player agency has been invoked to the highest degree. And so we've been listened to. They've heard what the community has said. They've heard not only the good, the bad, the ugly, but have also just in general heard people just say, hey, we would like something different, and they delivered. The upcoming wipe is February 26th. Now, this is a little deceptive because I want to let people know that they are planning a 24-hour maintenance. So even though the wipe is happening on February 26th, the server is going down February 25th. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, I'll do stuff for like the 25th and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, the server is not going to be up as far as we know. Yes, it says this is the 26th. This is the end time of the 26th. It's not when the wipe is actually going to start. The wipe is starting on the 25th, supposedly for 24 hours and happening at noon Eastern time. So for people who are trying to figure out when's the server coming back up, when do we know when things are happening, February 26th, noon Eastern time is when they said the server is supposed to be back up. Now that is tentative because we all have been there. We've all been for updates. We all know that something might happen. They might delay it.
I was about to say, I've played MMOs for over 20 years, and everyone just hold on and
If you took
and be patient and pardon the dust.
Yeah.
If you took one day off of work, maybe take 2.
Yes.
No.
I actually gave myself a 4-day weekend. I am off Thursday and Friday that week.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
There has been plenty of times, I think even with the last us going into early access, because day one for a lot of people, they couldn't, if you're in region 8, you couldn't necessarily do anything. And people were like, oh, I took time off for this. And they had to go back to work the next day, even though things were actually finally fixed the next day. So yeah, keep that in mind. Take a couple of days off if you actually took time off. Because we also don't know if the server is going to be completely active. Something might break and they might say, hey, this has to be delayed until tomorrow. Or they might just end up saying, hey, sorry, this might not be something that we can actually implement until XYZ happens, and you might end up waiting more than a day. So things happen. Technology is fickle. You never know. And don't blame Clockwork. They're trying their best. They are as excited for this as we are. They're as anxious for this as we are. They're knee deep in the swamp, and the swamp that Region 9
which means they're
might
not
have.
in Region 9.
Yeah. So
It's only the 16th wipe.
yeah. Only. So just be careful. It is frustrating for a lot of people, and especially they're trying to make sure that this goes smoothly for us as much as it does for them, and we be respectful. If you're frustrated, just know that they're most likely frustrated too. And so we're going to hopefully have a smooth transition, but always, what is it? Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Is that the the saying?
So what's the over under on the data miners having the full map? Will it be before we can get in the game, or will it be after?
So according to my chat, a couple people had said that there's a potential that data miners will have it days before.
Wow.
I don't know how accurate that is. That is just what people have told me who have talked about already having data-minded stuff in the past. So it just depends. We don't know how much of this is going to be accessible via BitGita yet. We don't know if BitCraft maps, any of the third-party resources, what they're going to visually see code-wise and when. So we might get information ahead of time. The 25th, I would say definitely. If you haven't seen anything, maybe reach out to people, be like, hey, do you have any information? Or if they're able to just hide everything. At this point, it's up in the air. We don't necessarily know. And
They'll
we
hide it like they hid snow.
yeah. We have a good amount of time until we might actually have confirmation on that.
Okay.
So, but yeah, according to chat, people were saying, "Oh yeah, oh no, you'll know ahead of time." But I don't know how accurate that actually is in this case, because I think Clockwork does kind of recognize that BitJita can see too much of what you eat that day, and a lot of people don't necessarily like it.
Yeah.
And it's going to give people an unfair advantage, and it's not going to control the information that goes out in such a timely fashion. So it could be something that they can help. It could be something that they can't help. We have no idea.
Yeah.
So,
Can I say something about that?
of course.
Have you guys seen this like newspaper article that's been coming out
Or for the AI chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So somebody, I don't know the specifics of it. Maybe one of our viewers do, but somebody's like connected a feed, the chat feed from different regions to some sort of AI process.
And it's now the
And so,
newspaper.
and now, yeah, it's like a newspaper that's like formatted and everything for each region, like of
It's
like what
so
people said
good.
in the region chat. It's so funny to
Oh,
like read
wow.
yourself mentioned in chats that you had. You're like, wait, oh yeah,
Yeah.
they said that. I said that. Oh, there was somebody talking about me.
Yeah.
Like,
if it's
a little
local,
creepy.
if it's local or region chat, I think it is viewable, like publicly
wow.
viewable. So yeah.
I've been seeing myself popping up in this little newsfeed. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right.
Yeah. If you want to link it in chat, feel free. That way people can check it out. It's all regions, by the way. So it's not just region 1. It is all regions. But yeah, so with the wipe, it will also still be in early access. So a lot of people were kind of concerned and worried, hey, they're wiping, like what's happening? The game will still be early access.
Yep.
Price changes. This I think is a huge deal, especially in the direction that they've talked multiple times for having BitCraft go, which is in the end of things looking at potentially having it at free to play. It is currently not free to play, and it won't be free to play for a decent amount of time from what we can tell, but the price change will be a permanent drop. So currently the game is $29.99 in dollars. So USD, it'll go down to $15.99. So from $30 to $16 USD. And that'll be after the wipe. So that'll be a permanent price change. It'll be split in half. For the wipe and for a limited time, we don't know exactly what the limited time is. It'll be even cheaper at 50% off to being $7.99 USD. So
buy those alts now.
Yes. If you have a friend who's interested in playing but aren't sure, buy it now. Get it on the ground floor. I'm
going to buy it for my youngest kid, and hopefully that'll encourage them to play.
Yeah. There you go.
That would be cool.
So buy it for friends, family, loved ones, another alt. Like, make sure it's going to be hyper cheap, and I think this is probably going to be the cheapest we're going to see it for some time until it at least goes free to play. I'm sure Steam always has different sales. We might see it on sale again, but you're not going to see it for double 50% off probably for some more time. The other thing with the price change, with it being $30, if this is something that you are interested in, get it now before the price changes, because they will no longer include shards with buying the game. So you'd be like, oh, I spent $30. You still get the 10,000 shards, which is like $20 equivalent. When it goes down to $16, shards aren't going to be included with it anymore. They're not even going to price or half the price or anything. No shards are going to be included. So if this is something you're interested in, you'd essentially be getting the game for $10 and you're getting $20 worth of shards. If you bought it for the 30 at 16, you're just getting the game itself. At $8, you're just getting the game itself. And then if you want more shards, you're going to have to buy shards via the in-game system. I don't know if the streamer 100-bit system for shards is still going to be around, but we'll keep you guys informed for that. What
it's
is
the best. I hope it is.
Yeah, it's 100
it.
Twitch bits for 350 shards for both
Mhm.
you who donated those bits and the streamer who received the bits. So it's technically 700 shards for 100 Twitch bits.
Yep.
So it's a really good system if you enjoy supporting your fellow content creators or your community, everything up in between. It's a nice system. You get both people get something out of it, or you can go in game and buy shards that way. So keep that in mind. It will be gone. Shards with the game purchase will be gone. Have you guys? I was gonna say I've noticed it every once in a while. Someone will do bits, and it takes a little bit for it to register. But as soon as I log back in, it's been fine. So I think that's still been going on.
Works for me, yeah.
Speaking of Cloudy, thank you.
I've seen it, but I've seen people say that it did not work for them.
What a legend.
Thank you. That it did not work for them. Oh, so something that people might not know is you have to have your BitCraftonline account tied with Twitch. So even though you would give bits, you still have to have both your account and the streamer's account tied to Twitch to receive them. So
Nice.
if you might need to check in with that. Sometimes people were saying Twitch wasn't linked. So you will have to go through the processes and get them linked. I know there was a problem with Steam accounts a while ago. I don't know if that's been a problem or not, but I'm pretty sure that has been fixed for a while. But yeah, if not, send a link, post to the moderators or to the community community support. There
Community
you go.
manager.
Yeah, community manager, community support with the issue. That they think it ended. I was gonna say I had mine just recently, as of like a week.
Well, you can test it, now.
Yeah, technically.
As you were
That's true.
given Cloudy Eyes coming in.
I will.
Coming in clutch with the bits.
That's true. I will see. We will go to account and yeah, it looks like I received, possibly. I'm gonna check. I don't know what my old account was, but it looks like I did receive shards. So
Nice.
yeah. I would have to double confirm, but I can do that later. But it does look like my account went up. So thank you. So yeah, that is currently still a thing. The wipe logistics, like I said, we said earlier, 24-hour downtime. This starts on the 25th at noon Eastern. Tentatively, it'll be the 26th noon the next day. So we do know when it's supposed to come back up. Again, tentatively.
So everyone make sure you're ready to hit that login button right at noon.
And break
so that
everything.
you can really test the server.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, God. Double confirm.
No,
That's
see,
Double
now
confirm.
you'll know because you have.
yes, it immediately refreshed. Yes.
There you go. He slid
it
you
did
another
work,
200.
okay.
Apparently, yeah.
All right, there you go.
So yes, it is.
Nice.
It is 100% working. It literally auto did. It immediately went through. So.
And if you're in Australia, let's say, that is going to be, based on what I know time-wise, that's going to be like early morning. No, it's going to be in the future. And I'm going to say 14 hours. So yeah, it would be sometime around 6 a.m.
Oh wow.
I think that's
Yeah,
the
that's
proper
Friday,
close.
6 a.m.
Yeah. So yeah, 6 a.m. ish.
Nice.
Okay.
So, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Yep. So it's not too bad, I guess, at that point for the time difference for people. Too bad being the keyword. Because I know last time for early access, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning for us, and it was really early for people across seas. So,
Noon is perfect.
Yeah. So here's the part where what is next. This is what we say is a little bit outdated because it says what's going to happen with the wipe. So they did have a poll, and the poll has ended. It ended the day pretty much after most of the stuff. I think the day after it went live, actually. And so we are going to go through this super quickly, but understand that this is incorrect right now. So the poll itself had 3 options. All 3 options are what's happened. So not one single option won. All 3 won. Mm-hmm. So the world, all of this is a full wipe. You can choose to keep your character experience, or you can wipe your character experience, player agency. You will get that when you log in. You can choose which one you want, if you want to completely wipe your character or if you want to keep your character. That's up to you. It's going to be the full final wipe because from now on, after the wipe, it's going to be a legacy server. So it's literally all 3 options put into one. You can choose to keep your character experience, you can choose to wipe your character, and things will be permanent. Mm-hmm. So with that, people are like, oh, what's happening with launch? What's happening with 1.0? There has stated that they're just going to make a new server. So we can keep the legacy server, and then they'll have a fresh server that starts at launch. And so you get to choose whether you want to jump over to there. They literally made it so that everyone has gotten their wish. So no matter which thing you voted for, you're getting it.
Yep.
Hey. Yeah.
Yep. Fumble, recovery, touchdown.
Yeah. Yes.
For those who do sports ball. Yay.
Yes. Yes. Go Hogs. So the thing I'm happiest about is that, there is permanence to the world we're going to be getting on the 26th. And we're going to have a brand new server to contend with at 1.0. And that will also, of course, be permanent. So I like that. I don't think it'll end up splitting the community because everyone's going to go to the newness.
Yeah.
And, you can have your world. The thing I'm curious about, and I haven't seen any discussion or anything about this, but your character will wipe at 1.0, right? Like they're going to wipe our characters at 1.0. When we go back to our legacy world, will that magically, will we have our level 100 fishing, or is it going to be wiped? Because I haven't seen, of course, we can move on to the next page. I actually,
it's all good. So usually what happens with legacy servers, this is what happened like with World of Warcraft, and
right. I know about that, but this game's different.
This game is different. So I think when you log into the legacy world, your character is a copy at that point, and
it's tied to that.
It's just tied to that. And then if you go into the new world, no matter what, it'll be a fresh character no matter what.
Because we only get one character, which is why I thought, okay, this is different. This is done differently than, you need to create a new character when you have a new server in World of Warcraft.
There'll probably be 2 different characters. It'll probably be tied to the server specifically. We don't know exactly how that's going to play out, like whether you choose, like what server you choose when you get to like the launch screen, maybe. That'll be something to down the road.
Yeah.
Minch did confirm it would be 2 separate characters on a stream.
Okay.
What's to be determined is if you're going to be sharing like the vault, for example, between those 2 accounts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it will be 2 separate characters. Basically.
That'd be interesting if you didn't share. Oh, well, I guess premium items, no matter what. No matter what you buy, premium would share between the 2 because that's your
see, that's where my questions are because the way BitJita works is it goes, your character is a number.
Yeah.
So yeah, they would basically be duplicating everybody's characters for the new world, and it's just those are questions I have. And if he touched on that during the stream, I watched maybe 90, maybe 85% of it. But my dog was like whining, had to go outside, and I'm trying to get it on my phone so I could go outside to hear all the updates and stuff. So that's why I like written. That's a big reason why I'm a proponent of writing stuff, because sometimes you have real world things that take you away from streams, and you miss some vital information.
Oh yeah, you're better than me. I didn't watch anything so far. I've just let the community kind of feed me with the information. So doing much better than me. I still at some point do want to
Melody, I see, confirms the 2 different characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so actually speaking of this and speaking of player hub and stuff like that, you can confirm what you are going to keep going into wipe based on what is on your player hub. If you don't have it on your player hub, you're not going to keep it. Sorry, Tony. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Why is that a not sorry? I'm sorry that you don't take it. I'm sorry, it's not a premium item that you get to keep. So yeah, your titles, specific titles that you have, the cube companions, anything that was a Twitch drop, anything that was bought via the premium shards, stuff like that, you'll all keep. Plus anything that you've donated to an empire, any shards that you've donated, you will get back. So that was something that people were like, oh, well, I spent these shards. You'll get those shards back. If you bought a pet from someone or you bought a premium item from someone, you don't keep that item. It's going to go back to the original owner who bought it. So at the end of or after wipe, if you're like, oh, I had a snowball, see if you can contact the person you got the snowball from originally, if they're going to be willing to trade it to you again. If it's not in your hub, you don't keep it. So, yeah. And to find where your hub is, it's literally bitcraftonline.com, and then just go to your account. And everything that is listed there will have it. Then, we have name reservation. We get to keep our names. Or you get to choose to not have your name if you don't want to keep your name for some weird reason. But this is such a good thing because then people can't just log in and snipe. This was a big concern across the board for everyone, is the fact that as soon as you log into the game, you will get to choose whether you keep your old name or your current name, or you can change your name. Now, the big thing with this that we need to keep in mind, there is a little bit of a fine print, is that these only last 1 month. So if you're not logging in that month, you don't get an option. You're going to lose your name. All of those names, it's not based on when you've logged in. It is based on after wipe, the next month, all the names go free if you've not claimed it or if you've changed your name. So keep that in mind. Make sure you log in prior to that 1 month to get your name. I assume everyone here is going to keep their name. Shock's not going to suddenly change his name to not Shocktor.
Yeah, I think I'm going to change it to emberKat.
Okay, that's fine, because I don't think it's actually I only have Ember. I don't have emberKat.
Oh,
so.
that's right. You're Ember. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That joke falls flat when I mess up your name.
Someone's going to be, I'll be like, hey, look, there's an emberKat. Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just go by Ember in game.
Yes, that's right.
Now people are like, oh, I get to be emberKat. I'm gonna have to immediately change my name to emberKat.
Yeah.
But no, everything like that happens February 25th. So what your name is from that point, when the servers go down, you'll keep it. So if you're trying to reserve your name now, I would say change your name via shards or something like that. Have it as your reserve name, and then you have it when the wipe happens.
Yep.
And then The meteors and titles. So this was also something that was completely out of date after a while. I'm still a little confused on this. Every single time I say this, I'm like, am I correct saying this or not? But the reawakened titles, the level 100 stuff, that was confirmed that people are keeping it through now, right? Or did they change that? Like,
Yes, it's confirmed.
I was gonna say, because multiple people were like still confused about it, and I'm like, apparently it's still confirmed, but it isn't, but it is. So the up until launch 1.0, you have the chance to get the level 100 titles.
Yes. That's how I understand it too.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
So if something else changes down the road, but as of right now, people are like, oh, I have to like FOMO versus I don't get level 100 before the wipe. No, they've extended it. So yeah. We have to figure out how the World Explorer is going to work with the upcoming changes after the wipe, but I think that'll be something that will be discussed at a later time. So yeah, you can still get the level 100 titles. That is fine. This is what we're saying. The poll is closed. So this is irrelevant at this point. Moving on to update of the poll and the wipe. This is where we went over all three options are a thing. So we're going to give the players the option to wipe their own character, and players can keep their progress. That was pretty much it. That's the entire summary. If people are interested in seeing more information, it is on the main website. You can go to bitcraftonline.com and go to the news section. Now, for the fun part. So, what do we know about the upcoming wipe? We actually know an okay amount. We know that this is a thing. What you see on screen is been confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to be 25 regions. Not all of them are going to be live at the same time. The ones that are in green, the region 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14. This is going to be really confusing. 17, 18, and 19. Those. Now I have to back up a tiny bit because those might not also be available completely, but that's what they're planning on launching is the 3x3. However, it could be that we get 3 at a time. So it could be 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14 as more players come in for 17, 18, 19. So they'll gradually bring out more and more environments and regions and stuff like that. But we have been confirmed. This is what we're looking at for the regions after launch. Now, when we were talking about the Explorer title and stuff like that, we don't know exactly how that's going to work out. Whether it's going to be you have like a 30% chance or 30% until the rest of the world unlocks, or whether it goes to 100 and then when something else unlocks, it shrinks down again. That's going to be something that will be figured out after the wipe. So what's your thoughts? Where are you guys going? What have you talked about?
So I'm going to avoid Region 13. It is going to be the middle. It's going to be the center of the universe, as it were. But I think that's going to be the most hotly contested area. And yeah, it's a difference. Region 5 was always the one that was center, and now we have to rethink of the numbering. And I like Region 7, but again, that's up to I will defer in many ways to you all in locations and stuff, but avoiding Region 13 to avoid conflict, I think, even though it sounds really neat, it sounds like a nice place to visit. So
Well, also, we know for a fact that Region 13 is not going to have any starter cities. It's not going to have any ancient cities. So
Yep.
If you want to get to Region 13, you're going to have to travel there. You're not going to be able to teleport.
I think there have been movies on the Oklahoma land rush, and that's how I visualize Region 13. Everyone kind of running in from the sides, like ants coming into a center, like a piece of food. That
Dang.
is, that's what I picture Region 13 being, because you can't teleport
Dang.
there. You will have to walk, boat,
Yep.
everything, swim. So yeah.
Yep.
Aren't we all moving to Region 9?
Yeah. So wait, Region 9 or 19? Region 9,
Oh my
right?
gosh. I think
Because that would be
Region 9.
like Region 9 turned into Region 3, but it would be Region 9. So like,
yeah, 19 would be 9, exactly.
Yeah, 19's the new 9.
Yeah. So
7's the new 1, so that's why I was like, oh, I like 7 because that's my current home.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
we could all just go to Region 3, go to Region 9.
I feel so bad for 1 through 6. They have to like rebrand.
Yeah.
Like, we're Region 17. Like,
yeah.
Like,
Why don't we all just go to 17 then?
Region 9 would never let me. I would be executed.
Wait, hasn't that happened already?
Yes.
Okay.
It has, but it hasn't for way too long.
Oh, okay.
Because we can't duel each other. So it's still broken 2 months later. We cannot duel each other still. So
hopefully after the wipe it'll be fixed.
I think it's really cool that this has come about. I would hope that it's more of like in terms of resource distribution, it's more of a checkerboard.
Oh yeah, that's something we don't. So they have talked about the different biomes being, or different regions having different biomes at this point.
Yeah, biome diversity is going to be different.
Yeah, and so I know on the stream people were saying that they talked about like not just having like one thing someplace and one thing another place, but like maybe say 7, 14, and 24 have one specific biome. Something like they are really going to be throwing us for a loop and diversifying a lot of the stuff that's there. So not every every region is going to have all the biomes. It's going to be a lot more traveling. It's going to be a lot more trading. It's going to be a lot more, trying to find what new area has what new thing. So yeah, it's going to be,
for me,
it's going to be fun.
It's going to be super fun. If Region 9 is not completely gimped out the go, like it is just if it's not just like straight up swamp, then I will be in Region 9. Yeah, that's how I think of it. It's cool to think that not every region is going to have ancient cities.
Yeah.
Yep.
So right now we just know that it's Region 13. The center of the map isn't going to have any. Other than that, nothing's been confirmed.
We were given permission to show this. So yes, this is to answer some questions in the chat. This is the official.
Yep.
February 26th. This will be what's coming out.
Yep.
From the game director.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Now keep in mind that the ones that are in green are the ones that are most likely going to be what's out ahead of time, or 1 through 9. The 3x3 will be out, and then the 5x5 will be out later and later. So what you see in green is going to be more so the starter stuff, and then what you see in red is going to be what is unlocked. So, yep. Yeah, feel bad for region 1 through 6.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no region 1 on February 26th.
Nope.
So, but 7's the new 1, 19's the new 9, 9's the new 3.
Yep. That's going to be so weird if region 9 and region 3 are like, we're going to region 9, because that's a very interesting group of people to be put together.
Yeah, it's true.
As someone who has been part of both of those now.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go home no matter which way. Like,
yeah. I like the ideas of the corners. and this was actually echoed in chat, because if you're in a corner, you will have, like, when the new regions are brought in, you'll actually have, like,
You'll be the center of that.
You'll be the center of that area. So,
So-
which then
Especially-
maybe that's against what you want.
Well, especially if there's like 9 biomes more or less right now in each region, and like we've got like 4 biomes instead.
Yeah.
Not to say like that's
That is not
anything
confirmed.
that's gonna happen, but imagine we've got like 4 biomes. Also, imagine instead of like 9 separate islands, it's like 2 big continents. That would be insane.
Yeah, that would be kind of nuts to
That's
try
the
and figure
dream.
out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do plan on hopefully tentatively still banding together, and it'll be hard because I mean we'll have to just drag Shocktor out of like region 7, region 1, and be like, no, sorry, buddy, you're coming with us.
I'll go where you all go. I just want to make sure there is a rocky garden that we can build. Because I don't know if I've told you all this.
What do you want to build in the rocky garden?
I want to build a road, with Prosteus. We want to build a road. Again, not sure if you all know that about me.
Yeah.
But that's yeah. So yeah, that's my only requirement is being near one of those.
And if region 9
I like the waterfalls. I like the mists. It's just one of the cooler areas.
Yeah, watch region 9 doesn't have a rocky garden.
Yeah, then we're going to 19.
Then we're going to 19. But yeah.
So.
No, we still have a lot of stuff behind the scenes to think about how we're gonna move forward with plans. But tentatively, why don't we talk about what? Well, Shock just said he wants a road, and being in Stone Garden. Tony, what are you looking at possibly doing for after wipe?
Like what are my plans, like day 1 waking up in the ancient city?
Or what your goals are that you're going to try and work towards? Like let people know what you're planning.
I don't know. I've been playing around with this idea of like being a caravan. Cool. like the way that I envision empires is, I guess, a little bit different than maybe the way that the game is made right now. And I'm just kind of like trying to find the weird role play balance in between that's fun for the people that play with me and what is actually feasible in the game. Right. So like, I think at the start, I'm going to really focus on character progression rather than settlement progression. I'm going to try to get my crew geared out in tools and cloth and leather and plate and duelist and whatever everybody needs to perform whatever task they want. And we'll probably be shacking up in settlements in the meantime, using the player housing. This is just an idea I'm floating around. And then when I'm ready, when the crew is ready to drop a settlement, found the capital city, for example, hopefully it's underneath a tower, and we could collect resources from this tower, and then the caravan can move on. Some people will stay in the capital city and keep on building, or we'll extend it out to an outpost and gather some resources there, build a road connecting it, and maybe capture another tower. I don't know. I'm thinking how I could be a little more mobile, because I want to see a whole lot of different settlements, and I think it'd be cool if like you rolled into a settlement and like did events and like shared the economy. And
so you're gonna be a traveling circus.
Dun, 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 dun. Money's in town.
Exactly.
No. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
you could emulate that with a whole bunch of people with oxes, because you can have how you can have your ox follow you.
You could have one person sitting,
and then you have a friend sitting on your ox, and then their ox is following them, and you could have an entire caravan of oxen going across with all your supplies to then open up a shop.
Yes.
So yes, you could totally pull that off.
You know what I'm talking about? Imagine like rolling up into a town, like the party is here,
Right.
You like stash into the local inns and like a whole bunch of chatter all abounds and like you throw stuff on the marketplace and you buy stuff. Yeah, it'd be fun.
But yeah, day one, and we might all have to do this just to get the locations we want, is to just start. My goal, at least, will be to get supplies going right away for the settlement, so that, because I didn't get the location I wanted because it took little less than a week for me to get the supplies for the first settlement. So I didn't get the location I wanted. I got a great location, but the one I wanted, I actually have now as my second city, because the person who did claim it left the game, and so I immediately got that spot. But yeah, I want to make sure I don't miss out on the place that I would necessarily want. So, and Ember's falling off the screen.
Yeah, I think there's, like I was saying, there's a big mix of like people that want different things out of the game, and that's kind of cool. We each like experienced something different, more or less.
Right.
So yeah, it makes sense, and we could work better together anyways if we don't all want to do exactly the same thing.
That's true. Yeah. Like we can gather enough supplies to make 2 tier 1 code 10 tier 1 codexes to create a settlement. We'd make 20 or 30 or something like that to get us all our starter cities, just so you can worry about other setup things. So
yeah, I built my settlement like in 3 weeks from launch.
Okay.
2 or 3 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, I'm in the boat of the first thing I'm doing, and I'm probably, depending on how much is changed in the material requirements, because that's something we don't know if they're changing, because if we look at a spreadsheet right now, that spreadsheet might say we need something different that we don't know how to get yet. But the very first thing that I want to do is get a settlement up and running in a location. And that starts, like, that's going to be my permanent location, considering I moved like 3 times.
Yeah. Got to set up a base of operations.
Yeah, but I'm going to be making an adventurers guild, and it's going to run like an Isekai adventurers guild. So there's going to be like missions and guild ranks, and I'm working on little ID cards.
I was about to say, you are making one. You're working on it. You showed me a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
it looks great.
So I'm going to be starting an adventurers guild. The ultimate goal, like later on down the road, would be seeing about franchising it, and say, hey, I'm running this one adventurers guild in region X. If someone wants to still be part of the organization, do you want to run a guild in region G? Like, and try and like actually have a full network of adventurers guilds in each region that all work together. That's the end goal, but right now I'm just going to be making the one in whatever region I'm in. So it's going to be rush to get the settlement up and running. Right now my tentative plan is to have a settlement down within the first literally 6 hours. And I have at least a couple people who are in that same, like, we're gonna get you in, we're gonna start planning this, we're gonna go. And so hopefully, based on the time frame that I could tell right now, I could probably get, if nothing changed, a settlement up and running within like 2 hours. And so that's, knock on wood, what I'm planning. And
dang. 2 hours.
2 hours.
To get a settlement.
Speed runner.
Yep.
Well, if you have enough people, yes.
Well, actually, if it's just myself, it would be like 4 hours, because depending on how long it takes to like level stuff.
Yeah, those rare drops, that straw, that crop oil. Oh, those two are painful because you got to wait for the plants to grow.
But the problem is in a starter town, because you're only going to get one processor. So trying to rush to get a settlement to then expedite tiering up, because then you can just add more processors and keep like the fact you're gonna get the ball rolling pretty quickly at that point. And so
Hunting will take longer because there's going to be more people hunting. So we're going to pretty much make the not the deer, wow, why am
saggy
I
birds.
blanking on? Yeah, saggy birds. It'll be an extinction event for saggy birds. With the second everyone comes into the ancient cities, those saggy birds will stand no chance.
I don't remember actually having to fight with resources on launch, like at all. I think the resource rate was pretty quick.
Hunting was a bit rough, I have to say. I remember that. Just getting everything else was okay, but hunting was a bit rough. Mainly because, you had to pull your cart along. You didn't have the auto loot system that we have now. So, I'll wait and see what happens there.
Yeah. But yeah.
Do you remember that the animals were completely disabled at launch for like days?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
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 Voxel confirms 2 to 3 hours for 10 codexes.
Yep.
The hex coin, that is doing the tasks on top of doing all that. So you have the coin. But then if you've got it, again, that's where an advantage of having a group of people to get, what is it, 10K hex coin? Am I mistaken? Or is it 5K? Maybe it's 5K.
Something like that. But yeah.
A couple Slayer tasks.
Yeah, doing a couple Slayer tasks, prioritizing which tasks. So like having someone go out and get Sven for like the scales, because the scales actually give a lot of coin even at lower levels. But yeah, no.
Getting ocean fishing that early. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting. However, having our levels will really help. Yeah. You'll be able to get an ox almost right away if you have the coin.
Yep.
If you have 30,000 coin, again, you're gonna have to. Maybe I'll join Tony on the caravan and just sell all my stuff.
Yeah. So, what instrument are you playing?
Yeah.
Shock on the harmonica.
Yeah, there we go. I'll do the harmonica. Or the lute.
Ooh, I like the lute.
No, I think especially having like the three of us work together, if like people want to do different things, we have 3 different opportunities that people can be like, hey, I'd like to do this, to be like, okay, well, if you want to be part of settlement group, if you want to be part of caravan group, if you want to be part of settlement group and empire group, or if you want to do a mixture of everything, you're going to have multiple resources that people are doing all at the same time without having to worry about foregoing the future of, oh man, well, I missed out on doing this. No, we're still all 3 going to be supplying each other with resources, helping each other out, and yeah, it'll be nice to actually, have a community work together to make things happen.
Yep.
So
all in Region 9.
All in Region 9 or 19.
We'll see.
Right.
Hashtag 9.
Yes.
There are quite a few people that are going to riot if it's not 9.
If it's not like literally 9.
Yes, I'm just saying, like, I even proposed the idea. I was like, if it's 19, it'll be the same logo, the same branding. We're just gonna put ... teen.
Yep.
At the bottom of it, like.
Right.
But yeah. So, with that, that's pretty much all we have confirmed information-wise for the wipe. More hopefully coming up in the future week prior to us actually hearing wipe. Make sure to, keep your ear in the Discord. I don't know if any more of the dev streams are going to be happening, but that's a good place to get more information. Minch was doing Monday dev streams, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so main Discord is going to be one of the biggest places, dev streams. And then, of course, you got us talking about stuff. So the more information we have, we're going to be able to send to you guys based on what we can tell you guys, depending on when we get that information as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But yeah, we have one last announcement, which is based on the wipe. There is currently a pre-wipe showcase that is happening. Jules is currently launching that. It happened, recording periods were yesterday and today. So there's also another recording period between the 19th and 25th. And so if you are interested in having your showcase, if your settlement wants to get together, do something, contact Jules. The information this is taken straight from the main Discord. So you can do that. I forgot to grab the other one, which I will grab right now. So if you want to look over this is anyone can participate. And then the other thing that I needed to grab, which is wow. Do this. Do dish. I came so ill prepared. There's just so much information that I needed to
There's a lot.
Yeah,
to
of
keep
course.
track of.
Of
but
course,
this-
you put together a lot of info for these things. It's all good.
But yeah, so settlement showcase, talk to Jules. This is recording invitation. This is for anyone, settlements, community events, roads, terraforming, art, any unique, meaningful projects. Literally, talk to them, see what's happening. And then the other thing that we have is the wonders. Wow, this is very, very large. I do apologize. The 9 Wonders of Starfell, which is going to be a community project. So this is currently something that people are working on. Region 2 has a pyramid going on. I think what's Region 9's the monument to Jabba, right?
Yeah, there's 2 apparently, but the one. Okay, so there's 2. The ogre drawing in the swamp. Like they're drawing Shrek in the Rocky Gardens where the swamp should be.
Oh, okay.
And
Fair.
the Jamba Spire, which is an homage to the god Jamba. There's also I don't know if he sent anything to the devs, but there's a dude McFluffin that spent like 8 months building a road, carving it through the mountain in the tundra, and he just finished that.
Oh, wow.
It's that's a wonder, but I don't know if it's going to be featured. I know for a fact those 2 are confirmed.
Yeah. Okay. So Region 2 has a pyramid. Chuck, have you heard anything of Region 1?
Well, we have this road. No,
Bro.
Though I have to say, the 2 months working on a road, I should probably submit that. But yeah, no, I don't know of anything under construction currently.
We're gonna turn this into a drinking game when you say road.
Yes, exactly.
We'll do that after the wipe. See how much you're talking about. Talking about your road.
There you go.
We'll start at a clean slate at that point.
Yeah. No, I'm betting on Perseus to help out getting a new one started.
But yeah, so these are 2 big community events. Make sure to check them out. Again, this is taken from the main Discord, so you can get more information there. This is to send an email to events@bitcraftonline.com. So your username, your region, your starting chords, and the summary of what you're planning on doing. And so, yeah, there's things that are happening. I'd like to do a little bit of a visit to places before wipe as well. So some of my streams will have that. And then, make sure to take as much documentation as you possibly can of all your stuff prior to wipe.
Yep.
But yeah, exciting times. I'm looking forward to it. I think the planning part to me, I'm like impatient. Like I want more information so I can plan things, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. I think there's a big portion of the player base that shares your same sentiment. Yeah. There's tons of people that are just like making plans to the T. They have their settlements like lined up. They've got their people that are just like ready to go, guns blazing,
chomping at the bit.
Yep.
Wanting to get started. Yep.
Yeah.
We're all excited. It's okay.
I was gonna say at this point we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 / 12 days now. So less than 2 weeks before. And we're gonna say that we can't wait and we're being impatient, but watch, it's gonna fly by. It's gonna be
totally
tomorrow. So, and then we'll be like, oh no, I was not prepared.
Yeah.
So,
You are not prepared.
yep. Anything else before we wrap up? Any more information? We covered a lot.
No,
th-
I have
No.
nothing additional
Nothing additional.
other than looking forward to starting over
Yep. I can't wait. I can't.
in region 17.
In 17. Okay, no, it's gonna be 12 now.
Unfriended.
We're just gonna say it's right. It's gonna be 12.
There you go. Yeah.
Dang.
We're just gonna change it every single time we talk about it. Be like, oh well, now
Yeah.
we're going to 14.
Exactly.
But yeah,
So I'm fine with 9, 19. You know, we'll all be together.
it's true.
Awesome.
So
Good.
'Tis true.
Yep.
Well, on that note, should we start saying our goodbyes for now?
Yep.
Our goodbyes for
Sure
now.
thing. Just for now.
Just for now.
Just for now.
But Tony, take us out.
Okay. Yo, I'm Tony. I stream on Twitch Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Only BitCraft. You might know me. I'm a BitCraft partner, so you've seen me. You've seen some of my events, the Friday Fishing Fleet and Slayer Sunday. I host those on Twitch. We do a whole bunch of different kind of events throughout the week as well. It's gonna be fun. I hope to see you guys in game, and yeah, I'm probably gonna be making some more YouTube content as well soon. So see you.
Shock, you're up.
I'm Shocktor, and I am going to be streaming shortly, and it's going to be BitCraft. I've been doing a little more variety lately, but holding to BitCraft in the later part of the week with the updates. When the wipe happens, I'm going to be doing it most days, and I also am a BitCraft partner, and I stream sometimes Sunday nights, but Monday nights, Monday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursdays, Fridays. And you'll find me on YouTube where I post a video or two way too unoften. And that's me. Oh, and part of the Squirrel Kingdom, which hopefully will rise again with the wipe.
And hello, I am Ember, emberKat, Ember or Cat, either one. You're here, so thank you for checking us out. I stream Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific, so usually during the mornings. Part of the Hearth, which will be changing after wipe to the Adventurers Guild. But yeah, primarily right now I'm playing BitCraft, and I'm splitting my time with Warframe. So those are my two things that I'm doing currently. 2 days a week is BitCraft, 2 days a week is Warframe. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this this episode of BitCast, and we don't have a date yet for the next episode. But as soon as we do and we figure that out, we will let you know, and we'll have more after wipe, possibly stories and things that happen, and what's gonna be the new info. I'm excited.
Same.
Yep.
But yeah, that is that is it for us. Thank you very, very, very much for joining us for another episode. We know you could be anywhere else, but you spent your time here, and we greatly appreciate it. As soon as we figure out the time, we'll let you know. But until then, you can join us on our channels throughout the week. That is definitely something. Look out for information. Make sure to be checking out the Discords, and yeah, got a lot to do. And yeah, we will be heading out, and we will see you next time. But good night, everyone.
See you later. Good night.
Bye.